Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and today we are going to do a recipe that is so outrageously delicious and filling in a complete meal. We're going to be using some brown rice and some chicken if you want to add that at the end. But also, it's on the lighter side, and it is loaded with flavor, and it couldn't be easier to make. It's actually less than 10 ingredients, and they're all easy to find in pretty much any market. We are going to be making ginger-scallion brown rice and chicken, and it is beyond delicious. And I'm obsessed with the ginger-scallion oil, by the way. That oil is a Cantonese oil that's normally served with a steamed chicken, but I love it so much that I took a little adaptation to it, and we're going to be using it in the rice with the chicken, and it's going to just be another level of amazingness. Trust me on this. So let's go right to the Instant Pot and the food processor to make that oil, which is super simple, and make some of the most amazing ginger-scallion brown rice and chicken. Buck, 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 buck. But don't be chicken. There's nothing to be chicken about to make this.
I'm not sure I understand.
This one keeps interrupting me every time. Why are you listening to me? Enough. Jeez. Okay, now let's focus on our rice, and we're gonna cook this so simply. For this recipe, I'd like to use the lighter version of a rice, which I would say is brown rice here, and it's really fabulous in its own way because it's kind of springy, it has like a nice texture to it, and it's a bit nutty, and it's definitely better for you in terms of white rice versus brown rice, but you know, look, you could use white rice too if you want. I'll explain the cooking instructions there, but I'm gonna go with brown. Just make sure you rinse it under the water, like for cold water, for about 90 seconds through a fine mesh strainer. Add that to the pot, and then I wanna follow that up by adding 2 cups of a broth of your choice, or you can just use water, but broth will give it a little bit more flavor. And then we're just gonna stir that around to make sure the rice is submerged in the broth or water. And then I'm going to secure my lid, move the valve to the sealing position, and I want to come down to my control panel and hit the pressure cook button. And for brown rice, in this situation, I want to go for 15 minutes at high pressure. If I was using white rice, I'd go for 3 minutes. That's regular long grain white rice or jasmine rice. By the way, never use instant rice in the Instant Pot. Alright, so the very first thing I want to do to make this amazing ginger scallion oil is take some ginger and scallions. I want to take 1 bunch of scallions, also known as green onion, and a knob of ginger that's about this big, that kind of fits into the palm of your hand. And then I'm going to do the following. And all I did was just roughly chop the scallion and peeled and roughly chopped the ginger, just like this. It doesn't have to be anything fine because we're about to add this into a little food processor or blender. And that's exactly what I've just done. I've added my roughly chopped scallion and ginger to a food processor. I'm going to secure the top on that, and then I'm just going to basically blend this up. Alright, when we're looking like that, we're good. Now I am going to transfer all of the contents from the food processor here, which is our lovely well, not pureed, it's like more like minced scallion and ginger, into 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. I have a salad dressing shaker for this. This is fabulous, or you could do it in a larger bowl. I'm just gonna put all the contents into that. And then to this, I would like to add 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, tamari or coconut aminos. In case you didn't know, tamari is basically a gluten-free soy sauce. And coconut aminos is both a soy and gluten-free soy sauce. It's a little sweeter coconut aminos. And I actually also like using a low-sodium variety. As well as a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, but you can use regular, that's fine. And here's why I like to use a salad dressing shaker for this, which I'll link to, because it's so easy to just shake everything up now. And then after a couple of shakes, to get some exercise going there, you're gonna have this amazing ginger scallion oil, which I use in so many of my delicious recipes. I love it. It's such a simple, delicious sauce, which adds a rich flavor. And now that we're done pressure cooking, we'll allow a 10-minute natural release, and that's regardless if it went for 15 minutes pressure cook time for brown rice or 3 minutes for white rice. Brown rice just takes a little bit longer to cook is all. So we're just gonna wait until this counts up to 10, and then we're gonna finish with a quick release. Alright, 10 minutes of a natural release have passed, so we'll finish it off with a quick release. Alright, and now that the pin is dropped, we can take the lid off. And look at that perfectly cooked brown rice. Okay, and now all I have to do is take my fabulous ginger-scallion oil. And you could either add the whole thing or just some. It's up to you. And now what I also like to add to this are these grilled chicken strips that I get from Costco. They come in like 2 1-pound packs together. And look at that, you just open it up, it's refrigerated, it's already ripped up, it's already cooked. You don't have to add any chicken though, it's totally optional. You could add the whole pound, you could add just as little or as much as you want. And this chicken isn't seasoned, by the way. So that's gonna be taken care of with the ginger scallion oil. Now then just stir everything up so everything's combined. And look at this, fantastic ginger scallion chicken and rice. Let's serve it up. And voila, there it is, our fabulous ginger scallion chicken and rice. Could not have been easier to make. And by the way, for the ginger scallion oil, you can totally use avocado oil in place of the vegetable oil. It works really nicely. And for the chicken, you don't even need to use the exact one I just used. Rotisserie chicken is great too. Or leftover blackened chicken meat that you've made from my other recipe. I'll link that in there as well. Whatever you do is gonna be great. All right, let's try this out. And there it is, my friends, a fabulous bowl of some of that wonderful ginger scallion chicken and rice. I can't wait to try it out. Chicken and brown rice, I should say. All right, here we go. Okay. Easily one of my favorite new things in the world. Like, that's ginger scallion oil is like everything. And like I said, if you don't want to use vegetable oil, go for avocado oil. It'll work out really nicely as well. And it's a lighter oil. Better for you. But the brown rice, I prefer it to white rice in this situation because like I said, it has a springier bite to it and it has like this really slightly nutty undertone, and that chicken that we just tossed in the end, be it the pre-made chicken strips from Costco or a rotisserie chicken meat that you want to just rip up and throw in there, any will do just fine. It couldn't be easier. It's a guilt-free meal. Just make sure you use portion control no matter what you eat, whether it's something as healthy as this or something a little more indulgent, like, you know, a fried dish or pizza. Between 1 to 1.5 cups is what you want. I just feel like I'm just eating deliciousness and not feeling bad about it. The oil, I mean, you could put this on cardboard shavings that come in a package and it would taste delicious, this oil. It's unbelievably good. For more recipes like these that run the gamut from the healthier side like this to the more indulgent side, like some French onion chicken or something like that, check out PressureLawCooking.com because I have a slew of recipes there. I'm also the author of 4 cookbooks for the Instant Pot. 4 of them! And they're all pretty good books, I'm gonna tell you right now. This recipe is actually in the yellow book, a variation of it anyway. I use white rice in this version, and I use chicken that we're gonna cook with the rice in this one, but this one is kind of almost like a shortcut version, which is my new book, Super Shortcuts, where we're just adding some rotisserie or pre-made chicken at the end. It keeps things even quicker and easier. Why not? This book is actually the one
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? Everything is great. Stop listening to me. This book is everything you want in terms of ease and simplicity. And when we're talking no more than 10 ingredients per Instant Pot recipe in this book, some as low as even 2 or 3 ingredients. And some recipes only have 3 steps or less. Some recipes are just dump and go like this one was, where there's no sauteing beforehand. And every recipe in the book shows you how to have it for 1 to 2 people. Oh, did I also mention that the book has step-by-step color photos for every single recipe, as well as a final shot for what every recipe will look like, and a timing bar. There's no guesswork here. Check me out at facebook.com/PressureLawCooking. Make sure you like the page. Anytime I share new items, deals, tips, news, make sure you follow that and make sure you see it first. Make it a favorite. And at Pressure Law Cooking and all the other stuff, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. Thank you so much again, my friends. And the next time you're in the kitchen and you want to try a dish that's gonna make you feel like a stallion, well, try to have some of this delicious chicken and rice with some ginger scallion oil. Like, do we all really want to feel like stallions? It rhymes with scallion, just go with it. It's delicious. So good.